Fellas and ladies, we've made it. After numerous months that made it seem like it was impossible. After numerous months that were way too damn hot. After numerous months where we did not get to see Patrick Mahomes throw a football, we are about to see it once again. Fellas and ladies, football, what? Football is back. I got a jam-packed, loaded show today on KCSN Live. What's up? Thanks for hanging out with me. Tucker Franklin here. Lily, also here. She was not a very big fan of the bit that I had originally planned out. She barked at me the whole time I was out there. But she's here now. We're hanging out. Hi, Lily. We got a lot of football to talk on today's show, guys. There's so much football to talk. And I cannot. We've got the Chiefs are going to Brazil this week to play a real-life football game that means something. Patrick Mahomes ranked 5th in the NFL 100. Blasphemy. Absolutely blasphemy. College football. It's back. Chapel Bill. That wasn't very fun last night. We'll talk about that. And of course, it's Border War week. I might be talking about that all week. I think all week I'll be talking about it. Appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button for Lily. Hit the like button. If not, for football. What? Football is back. Let me know in the chat where you're hanging out today. Appreciate you guys. Let me grab my chair over here. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll flip over and I'll have a chat about the Chiefs taking on the Chargers. I know, Julia. Lily is fired up. Lily is fired up. All right, let me switch my mic real quick. Hope you guys enjoyed the opening bit there. I thought it was fun. I had a good time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm putting the chat on the stage. Putting the chat up there on the stage. Appreciate everybody hanging out with you. Hit us in the comment section over there. Jason Kane, is there a more iconic basement? I appreciate that, Jason. I try to do as much as I can in the basement. Lee 87, excited to spend my lunch with Tucker. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Look, if you don't know, Patrick Mahomes was ranked 5th yesterday in the NFL Top 100. Blasphemous, in my opinion. But we know that this list doesn't mean anything, right? We've already established that, right? I know that I have had a long-running bit on Twitter about this list. I think that just further cements it that like this list doesn't mean anything if Patrick Mahomes is coming. It is 5. Patrick Mahomes, Petty Pat, incoming from Andrew Sundberg. Andrew, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. I got to give a shout out to Weston Brewster. Weston Brewster, thank you. You were in early, commented early. David McGee giving Lily some love. Shout out, Lily. Hey, you're getting some big love on the podcast, Lil. Incredible. Everybody be loving Lily. Appreciate it. The cicadas. Yeah, dude, the cicadas were humming out there. It sounds a lot hotter than it is outside, but we do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Love to see all the locations where you guys are at too. Little Rock, Arkansas, huge. Olathe, huge. Kent Swanson, ever heard of that guy? Thank you, everybody, hanging out with us in the chat. Patrick Mahomes 5th in the NFL Top 100. Let me know you guys' thoughts on that. I'm not necessarily surprised that he was 5th, but what are you gonna do? I mean, last time he was ranked 4th, he played pretty darn well. So I think Petty Pat's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing for the Kansas City Chiefs and everybody involved. Shout out to everybody watching from Omaha. Nobody. Whoa, that is a long name. No day but today to defy gravity. Watching from Omaha, we got DJ Colin checking in from Dallas. 88 Flexin from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Luis watching from work here in Chicago. We need to start get a map. We need a map up here. What I need to do, I need to get a map and hang it up, and I'll put a pin where everybody watches from, and we can do that. Julie, I don't know if there's any news on the Brazil conditions. I think I know Nate Taylor's flying out to Brazil today, and so I don't know if like teams are actually out there yet. The Chargers might be getting out there today, but I don't know if anyone's actually out there. Shout out Jason K in Blue Springs, Lee 87 from Southwest Nebraska. Lawrence from Topeka, shout out. Not surprised about the Patrick Mahomes ranking. Yeah, I don't think anyone's really surprised about it. Drew, shout out from Des Moines. I don't think anyone's really surprised about it. I'm just more disappointed, right? Just disappointed that they ranked him so low. Rapid City, South Dakota. Kyle from Wichita. Divine Sublime from Rapid City. Appreciate you guys hanging out. But look, the Chiefs do play a real life game. They play a real football game on Friday. That's huge. That's fun. Also, I believe it's Kansas high school football opening day as well on Friday. So that's something. Only Weird Games live from Brazil. Scott, Nate Taylor will not be joining because of the air travel. We'll be there Thursday though. So I guess there will be a like he was in Germany. I think there was one day in Germany that he wasn't on Only Weird Games, but yeah. He's not going to be on today's show. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Shout out Casey Mo from Morgan. Yeah, the Chiefs play a real game. I'm going to be curious to see how that all develops in terms of field conditions. I know that it was brought up by Julia. I think that's going to be it's going to be one of those interesting things to keep an eye on to watch for sure. Those field conditions. Shout out Jonathan checking in from Bellevue. Yeah, Morgan says that 5-finger count from Pat is going to smack on Friday. You know he's going to go. He's going to He's not dumb. He knows. He knows. Jackie says Airport Nate ranks 2 for me behind Super Bowl Media Row Nate. Super Bowl Media Row Nate was an interesting Nate. I don't know how to like quite categorize that. He wasn't that crazy for this Super Bowl Media Row. It's probably just Vegas, truthfully. Probably just Vegas. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe. Appreciate you hanging out with me here during your lunch break. We'll be talking some more Chiefs. What do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to know about the Chiefs as we sit here? I'll be taking some questions. I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about too. Obviously, I want to talk about Patrick Mahomes being ranked 5th. Chapel Bill. We'll get to that later in the show. We'll save the back half for college football because there's some college football stuff I want to talk about, but I kind of want to focus on Chiefs, maybe some NFL too on the front half of the show. So if you got any questions, drop them in the comment section below because I'm out here hanging out with you guys. I'm talking about what you guys want to talk about. That's kind of the goal of KCSN Live is we are just we're just hanging out. It's vibes. This stream's a vibe stream. I mean, look at Lily. That's vibes right there. All right, take the comments off stream. That's straight vibes. She's never been so excited. Oh, she sleeps all the damn time. Lily, Jackie, Lily is 7. Lily just turned 7. I say just. It was in February. So, I mean, like, wasn't just turning 7. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you brought this up, Kyle. Okay, here we go. Here's a chance for me to show off another view that I have on the stream that we can do. Okay, hang on. Stick with me. Stick with me here. I think we can do this. I know there's a bar in front of me. That's okay. Boom. That's what I want to show you. Yeah, I've got that now. We can go on. We can go on the Twitter and check it out. But yes, I did want to. I did want to check out. Yeah, over here. Let's get this tweet up. Per Adam Schefter, a return to Buffalo. Free agent wide receiver Gabe Davis is signing with the Buffalo Bills. Per sources, Davis initially will be on Buffalo's practice squad as he continues to recover from last season's torn meniscus and return to play. This was a guy that was tossed around a lot for the Chiefs in the offseason. I do think that meniscus was a little bit worse than a lot of people anticipated. And it looks like he is going to be on the Buffalo Bills, and they need help. I mean, if we go and we look at Buffalo Bills roster, let me pull up their R-Lads page real quick. Buffalo Bills R-Lads. Right now, their wide receiver room is Josh Palmer, Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, Tyrell Shavers, Curtis Samuel, Elijah Moore. So, yeah, they probably could have used Gabe Davis a little bit. Gabe Davis probably going to be of assistance for them, I would assume. That would be a big help for them. That doesn't really. I know that Kyle was being sarcastic. He put that in his message. He was being sarcastic about what are we gonna do? Gabe Davis is back in Buffalo. Not a real needle mover for me, truthfully. In all honesty, Weston wants an oh brother. This guy stinks. Hang on, I gotta change my beds. I got a bunch of different beds now with sound effects.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Let me know what comments or what sounds you want on the soundboard. I got some good ones. This one's my favorite. I just think that one's so strong. Anything happens, like, oh no. Let's see if I got any more good tweet notifications here. Oh, here's an interesting border war point from Gabe Diarma, Power Mizzou. Drinkwit says, I feel a lot of confidence in Matt Zollers. Make no mistake about it. Matt Zollers is the future for us at the quarterback position. That's pretty strong. That's a pretty strong conviction right there from old Eli Drinkwitz. I tell you what, that kid can sling it. That kid can sling it. DJ Collin, excuse me. Blake Craig, yeah, tough for Blake Craig. Liberty North kid, War Eagle. Shout out Liberty North. Love me some Eagles. I mean, that dude can hit field goals. It is a real big bummer. It is a real big bummer that he hurt himself on a kickoff. Cal Eno said, do you really think Mahomes deserved higher than 5? I mean, yeah. I mean, he's a top 4 player in the National Football League. He's better than Joe Burrow. He's top 3 player in the National Football League. Saquon Barkley being 1 is... I'm rolling my eyes. Okay, whatever. Saquon Barkley 1. Okay. Whatever. That doesn't do anything for me. That's fine. I think he should. I think the lowest he should have been was 3. Cal. I think the lowest he should have been was 3. In my opinion, I don't. But like, Saquon Barkley being 1 is just like, all right. It's like Tyreek being 1 that 1 year. Just like, okay. Sometimes you gotta let the kids play, guys. Sometimes you just have to let the kids play. That's how it goes. You just have to let the kids play sometimes. You just have to let the kids play. Carter wants to talk about, can we please talk about more about the 8-time consecutive offseason champions, the Los Angeles Chargers? The consistency is maddening. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy that they keep crowning him. They keep crowning him the guy. They keep crowning them the team to beat in the AFC AFC West, when it's been the Chiefs so consistently for so long. What, we're going on year 10, right? For the Chiefs. If they win this one, it's 10 in a row. Yeah, Lawrence, the NFL Top 100 is based on the previous season. So, I mean, I guess I understand Patrick Mahomes being like 5, but like, I think he should be 3 at the minimum. Trey Day wants to know, what will Hollywood Brown's role be? That's a really good question. I think that's something that we're all still trying to sort through, still something that we're all trying to figure out, because he didn't play very much in the preseason and really limited last year too. So we're not really 100% sure what his role will be. I'd love to see him have a decent role in this offense, especially because there's going to need to be a wide receiver step up with Rashee Rice's absence. Look, Jalen Royals isn't playing in this game, and like I don't think that was a huge make or break either, right? I don't think Jalen Royals is going to come out here and have 150 yards and 6 tutties. That'd be an insane game, by the way. Be an insane game. Yeah, I mean, he was supposed to be. I mean, talked about as wide receiver 1. I think Rashee Rice was always supposed to be wide receiver 1 last year, but at least he was supposed to be 1A. That injury really kind of messed him up, which is a real unfortunate thing. Kent Swanson wants to know, who has more snaps this season, Juju or Hollywood? Boy. I'm gonna say Juju. Unfortunately, I'm gonna unfortunately say Juju. I want Hollywood to have more snaps, but I think it will be Juju. Sad. Karen, no. Travis Kelce did not do the stash this year. He did not do the El Travidor, unfortunately. No El Travidor for the Chiefs today, or for the Chiefs this year, which is a big bummer. Jackie Moon, shout out Jackie, always hanging out in the chat. Fans going to be mad at how much Juju plays, probably. Fans are always going to be mad at something, but they probably will be. I'm just worried about, maybe it's unfair for me to be worried about this, but it's really all that we've seen from Hollywood Brown in his time in Kansas City has been injuries. And like, it's probably unfair. It probably is. I recognize that. But unless I see him like play healthy, I'm not going to put a bunch of eggs in that basket. I think it's unwise to do so, to put a bunch of eggs in the Hollywood Brown basket. But I hope he goes out and has 1,000 yards. I hope I am wrong, but like, I haven't seen it. And not playing the preseason doesn't necessarily give me the warm and fuzzies. Didn't play the preseason last year. Well, that's unfair. It is actually crazy he broke his clavicle on like the first snap of the preseason. That is actually insane. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how insane that was? Lawrence, it does sound like Hollywood Brown will play week 1. It sounds like he is on track to play. It does sound like that. Jenna, I don't know if he's been injury prone his whole career. Let me look this up, because I always hesitate to say he's been injury prone his whole career, because I think he's played like Holly. I just typed in Holly Brown into the search bar. I just tried to get there quicker. I'm going to his Pro Football Reference page right now. Marquise Hollywood Brown, 74 games in his career. Let's see. Played 14 games his rookie year, 16, and 16, and then 12, and then 14, and then 2. So, I mean, he played the most amount of games, his first 2 out of his first 3 seasons. Yeah, it does quite look like that. So, I mean, it's Andy Reid said he should be good to go for the season opener in Brazil. Be curious to see how much they do put on him. I mean, it's gonna be interesting how they use this offense and this wide receiver core with the Rashee Rice suspension. Obviously, the Hollywood Brown injury, the Jalen Royals injury. Tyquan Thornton's probably gonna get a whole lot of run. Levi, I love the Spin Zone, Levi. This is an official Spin Zone podcast, or I guess not necessarily a podcast. Spin Zone stream. I'm all here for spin zones. We need a good sound effect for spin zones. None of those are good for spin zones. Oh, maybe this one. Spin zone. Sounds like Hollywood Browns do for a healthy year. Scott Preston says, Taekwon better be ready for some cardio on Friday night. Yeah, he gonna be good. He gonna be running. He gonna be running. He also, Levi Massey also says, the contract year is undefeated unless you snap your clavicle in the first play. That is true. That is true. I think the wide receivers probably, outside of like the defense. All right, this guy just asked me who's winning the border war. Tucker asked me who's winning the border war. Tucker. Take Mizzou in the points, baby. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. The Missouri Tigers are. I would love to see some Big Bob. He is on the active 53 man roster now. They did sign him from the practice squad up to the active 53 man roster. Do love some of that. I also do love me some Mr. Brightside Colin. That is great song. Really great song. I'm going to open this up to you guys. And I talked about this on That Football Show. If you hadn't, go check it out on where you're watching this, you can watch That Football Show. Listen to it wherever you get your podcast as well. Who do you guys think leads the team in receptions on Friday? On Friday, who do you think leads the team in receptions? I will start a little bit of a question. I think I can start a question on this YouTube stream. Jedi in the chat saying Kelce. That's where I'm at. Worthy from Black Sheep Ministry. Andrew Sundberg says Trav. Carrender says Worthy. Week 1, Jackie, just for week 1. Okay, see, I like this. I like this, Colin. I think it is Kelce for receptions, Worthy for yards. I think Matt Verderame had a really good point. Levi Massey says, or a wild Pacheco situation. That could be crazy. I think Matt Verderame had a really good point when he was talking about this whole receiver situation. Old habits die hard, and this isn't necessarily a bad habit, but Patrick wants to go to Trav. Like, that's just like that's his instinct. That's the natural instinct there, is that that's what he wants to do. And that's what he's trying to find Travis Kelce in these situations. I think Travis is going to have some big third down conversions. I don't necessarily think he's going to like explode for a bunch of yards. I think he gets like 8 catches. I think 8 catches probably leads the team. That might be 4. He might have 4 catches for Xavier Worthy, but he has more yards, right? Might have 4 catches for it's called 95 yards, and Travis has like 8 for 75, right? For lack of a just throwing numbers out there. Pat gets a reception. What a call. I wonder if you can get odds for that at DraftKings Sportsbook. Go check them out. Code KCSN. Just because I think that Kelce's going to, yes, he also, Scott, that's a great point. Scott Preston in the chat, Verderame said Kelce always cooks the Chargers. That is true, but I went and I looked at Kelce's game logs. I didn't bring this up on the podcast because we were moving right along, and I didn't want to break up the flow of what we were going on the podcast. Maybe here on these streams, I can give like some stuff that I didn't necessarily get to on the podcast, and I can kind of talk about a little bit. But I pulled up Travis Kelce's splits, not game logs. It's his career splits, because I was like, man, he does seem like he always torches the Chargers. Like, he always has these really good games against the Chargers. So I went and I looked. I was like, is that the team he has the most yards against? It's not. Chat, what team do you think Travis Kelce has the most yards against in his career? I want you to let me know in the chat. It's close, But what team do you think Travis Kelce has the most yards against, most receiving yards against? Let me know in the chat. What don't you think? First time when I see it, I'm gonna throw it up there. There it is. Scott beat Carrender to it. It's the Raiders. 1,582 yards for Travis Kelce on 128 receptions, 175 targets, 12 touchdowns. 12 touchdowns against the Raiders. That is the most by far against any team Travis Kelce has. Travis Kelce, 12 touchdowns against the Raiders in his career. Obviously, this is all regular season. They wouldn't play the Raiders. The Raiders haven't made the playoffs. Josh has a cactus problem? We're going to have to get to the bottom of that one. We're going to have to get to the bottom of that. Jackie, yes. So his top 3 teams that he's had are divisional teams, obviously because he's played more games against any of them, right? He's played 20 games against the Chargers, 22 against the Oakland LV Raiders, and where is the Broncos? 20 against the Broncos. So he's actually played 2 more games against the Raiders than he has the Broncos and the Chargers, funny enough. And when you look at his yards, here, let's go yards a game. Let's look at yards a game against these divisional teams. Let me highlight them here. So 76.8 yards per game is his highest against the divisional team. That's against the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos, he has the most yards per game. The most catches is against the Broncos as well. No, excuse me. He has the most targets against the Broncos. His most catches is the Raiders. So when you look at the numbers, I think it's really interesting. I know he has 2 more games against the Raiders, but you look at these games against the Chargers and you think Travis Kelce kills the Chargers, but his numbers against every other divisional team are better. No, I'm using Pro Football Reference, DJ Colin. Pro Football Reference. I think that's crazy. I think that's pretty nuts. You know what else is pretty nuts? Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up on the other screen. I think we can do this. I think we're allowed to do this. I think I can react to a video, right? Anybody a copyright lawyer in the chat? Let me know. I'm pretty sure I can react to a video if I put it up on the other side and we watch it. That's legal, right? Oh, Lily moved. Lily's on the couch now. Thank you, Jackie. Timmy T for Casey. Yeah, you're right. Travis Kelce just owns everybody. He does. Yeah. Well, let me see. There's a clip I got sent today by one Matt Hamilton. Sent it to me. Michael, sorry, just got here from Michael R. Blair. Thank you for joining us, Michael. Did we already talk about what Joe Montana said? I didn't know Joe Montana said anything. Seth says I'm good. Okay, cool. If Seth says I'm good, I'm probably good then. So let's try this. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. Arrest me, I guess. Here's a tweet, a real tweet that it was made, a real segment that was said from the @Up and Adams show. Great friends, friend of the program, K. Adams. What's up? Quote, I think this is the year the Denver Broncos upset the Chiefs and win the AFC West. Chris Sims on why he's rolling with the Broncos. I don't even know if I necessarily have to play the clip. I just want you guys to see this. I also want you guys to see this too. I bookmarked it. I bookmarked it to come back to it. Man, that's gonna hit. That first time the Chiefs and Broncos play and the Chiefs beat them by 12. 6. Maybe 9. 6, 7. Maybe around there. Should I play it? I haven't watched the video. I actually. Hand up. Didn't watch the video. Sorry, Matt. All right. I'm playing it. We'll see how this works.
I think this is the year the Denver Broncos upset the Chiefs and win the AFC West. I think this ends right here this year. Yeah, Sean Payton, the team they have, the quarterback, all of it.
Playing,
the Chiefs, man,
I mean,
they're amazing, and I feel scared to doubt them. But I just kind of feel like, hey, how many years can they climb to the top of the mountain and do all that? I'm taking the Broncos to kind of upset the world in the AFC West there this year.
Take me into why. You just said the Chiefs are amazing. I think
they are.
The gap has closed.
Yes.
But that can be true. But the overtaking, talk me through that.
Yes. I know. So the Chiefs, they're still awesome. And trust me, I know who's at quarterback there. He's arguably the greatest quarterback.
Awesome. Chris, they're better. Are they not better? They're
Thank
better.
you, Kay.
They're not just awesome.
Well, don't hold on to last year. You know, it's a new year. Last year, yes, I know
Chris, we're finally getting this year what we thought Patrick would have last year. We're finally getting.
We'll see. We're not going to have Rashee Rice, right? And I got to see it first. We've had 2 years of Chiefs playing defensive football and kind of just barely winning through the defense. It hasn't been dominant. Right? I would go back into last year and go, maybe the only impressive win of the year was on Christmas Day against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who cares? They've gone to 5 Super Bowls in 6 years. They could be going to 8
I get it.
AFC
Nobody, listen,
games.
I'm the champion of I take the Chiefs over the field. I mean, I'm
you're
the guy that said Mahomes was the first pick of the draft when he was coming out. So trust me,
I
don't
come
take this
on.
lightly, right? But I look at, the Denver Broncos with one of the greatest coaches we've seen and definitely one of the best play callers in the last 20 years in Sean Payton, a quarterback that I think is awesome and really fits what he wants to do, 100%. An offensive line that's got a lot of talent, right? So all of that, a running back they drafted in the second round that I'm a big fan of. The receivers are better than I think the public realizes. And then the defense was one of the best defenses in football last year, and it only got better. You had the defensive player of the year in Surtain. They got Hufanga from the 49ers at safety. Huge. They got Dre Greenlaw, who's one of the best linebackers in the game. I would be shocked if the Denver Broncos aren't one of the 3 best defenses in the league. So with all that said, I think this is the year that sets up for them to finally dethrone the Chiefs there.
I mean, they're a good defense. Bo Nix is their quarterback. What are we doing? What are we doing, Lily? What are we doing? I just do not understand this. I know that I'm biased and I am a Chiefs fan and I like the Chiefs and it's a team I cover and I grew up liking this team. I get it. I know I have bias in this regard. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? I know. It's crazy. The Chiefs got better than what they were last year. I know they don't have Rashee Rice for 6 games. I know Hollywood Brown's dealing with an injury. But they drafted the best left tackle ever to play left tackle. Patrick Mahomes looks damn good. He looks better than what he did last year. They improved their biggest weakness. And somehow, because the Broncos signed a couple of aging vets from a Niners defense, they're going to be a stifling defense to contain Patrick Mahomes? Sean Payton, he's going to call him one of the best coaches ever? What? Come on. Come on. I I mean, nobody is picking the Chiefs, and that is insane. That's insane. It really is. It really is insane, guys. Like, I feel like sometimes I am taking crazy pills. People have to see this, right? Like, people have to see. They have to see what's going on. I just like everything he said wasn't like true. Am I going crazy? Guys, am I going crazy? Did he say anything that was true there? Wow. Wow. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I gotta cool down after that one. I'm glad I didn't watch. I'm glad that was my first time watching that video, so I could give you guys a live reaction to what Chris Sims was saying. I mean, that was Levi Massey. Chris often looks smart because he's constantly next to Florio. It's a great job. You couldn't do anything or say anything, and you could look like a genius by comparison. It's a great. Nobody's knocking his business savvy. D'Amico, don't let these knuckleheads work you up. It's too late, man. I'm worked up. If you got anything you want me to react to on Twitter, tag me at Tucker D. Franklin. If it's good, I'll put it up there. If it sucks, I won't. So that is how we will go about this here. I like that. I like that idea to live react to stuff. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Bring back the big mic now. I gotta settle down after that one. Okay, let me find the Joe Montana. Somebody tag me in it. Somebody tag me in the Joe Montana thing at Tucker D. Franklin on Twitter. Someone tag me in it. Oh, you got puppy vids? That'd be sick. That'd actually be kind of sick. Thank you. Thanks, Michael. Bro, what? Okay. I'm already gonna. I gotta go to the lapel mic. I already get it, Michael. Thank you, man. Appreciate everybody tagging me in that. That is just a lot of people who tagged me in that. So thank you guys. For getting this one queued up. I think we're good if I play it little like that with the tweet. I think we're good. Conceptual Caleb. Wait, do I have the applause on here? Did I get rid of the applause? I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause, applause. Thank you, Conceptual Caleb, for that super chat. We'll remember this when the division is locked up by Thanksgiving. They never learn. 2022 all over again. Hell yeah, Caleb. Give me a hell yeah. Love strong one. Give me a hell yeah. I need to get a hell yeah button, don't I? I need a hell yeah button. That'd be sick, guy. A hell yeah button? Give me a hell yeah in the chat for Caleb. Give me a hell yeah. That'd be sick. Hell yeah. Okay. I've got the clip up. Here we go. All right, Joe Montana. Joe Montana, famous Chiefs quarterback, didn't play for any other team, I don't think. I think he just played for the Chiefs. I think he's just Chiefs quarterback. Yeah, he just Chiefs quarterback. Only played for the Chiefs. Only good team he played for was the Chiefs. Didn't play for anybody else. He says, this is from ESPN. Looks like it was on the Pat McAfee show. Shout out, Pat. The top 4 QBs Joe Montana would start a franchise with: Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and the tush push champ himself, Jalen Hurts. Boy, okay, I'm gonna play this. I gotta flip mics because I know I'm gonna have to stand up for this one. So here we go.
If you were general manager, head coach today.
That was bad. My bad, guys. False start on me.
Pick the top 3 pick. If you were general manager, head coach today, pick the top 3 quarterbacks you want to start your franchise with, and why.
I like this.
And not Brock Purdy. You can't take Brock.
Boom.
Okay, Brock is your number 1 pick. We know that.
Yep.
So you love Brock Purdy. You love Brock Purdy.
Why would he like Brock Purdy? I know he plays for the Niners. No, Montana doesn't have anything to do with the Niners.
I'm taking the guy in Buffalo.
Okay, Josh
He
Allen.
plays for the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, Josh. The guy that surprised me that I thought would obviously Joe Burrow's another guy.
Obviously,
I like a lot.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I like the guy with the Chargers. Just Justin Herbert. I think they've kind of gone by the wayside there, but
did he forget?
I just like the way those 3 guys are.
BA, how do you feel about his top?
I do also like the guy in Philly though.
Jalen Hurts. Okay. Just won a Super Bowl.
If you were general manager, head coach today,
are we just like
pick
forgetting?
the top
Is
3
he just like forgetting that Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback? Is
And
that
why?
what's happening? Is that what's happening? And do people forget that Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback? Or is Joe Montana so insecure about his place in history, like Troy Aikman, that he doesn't want to recognize Patrick Mahomes? Okay. Chiefs legend, Joe Montana, didn't play for any other teams, only the Chiefs, only played for the Chiefs, only was in Kansas City, great Chiefs ambassador. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'll give Chiefs great Joe Montana the benefit of the doubt here in saying that, well, he was assuming that everyone already was picking Patrick Mahomes. He was assuming that the franchise that he was going to start is a second franchise, but the first one already has Patrick Mahomes. I think that's what Chiefs great Joe Montana was trying to say there. Without Patrick Mahomes, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Unless he actually like dumps on Patrick Mahomes and I didn't see that clip. I'll give Chiefs great Joe Montana the benefit of the doubt there. That's I want to just say that, like, I want to think that, like, that was just like a mental lapse. He just forgot about Patrick Mahomes. That is true. They didn't let him pick Brock Purdy, which, like, crazy that he would even think about Brock Purdy. Imagine thinking about Brock Purdy. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Just tagged you in a Brady clip about Pat. Who knew that this was going to be this is just going to be a show where I just react to stuff. Let me refresh. Hang on. Why am I not seeing them? Why are my notifications not giving me notifications? Come on. I don't get it, guys. We do need some positivity. That's a great point. Give me something positive, chat. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I meant this. Give me something positive, chat. I don't know why I'm not seeing all these. If you guys are mentioning me and things, why they're not showing up. Let me go to the actual website and see if that's what it is. If it's just X Pro X or X Pro, whatever they want to call it, not showing me things. I live for the applause. I got that song stuck in my head because we were giving at the pause. We were giving out applause. Oh. Andrew says Brady says Pat is twice as good as anyone. Well, yeah, he's right. So that's good. That's good. I don't know why this is why Twitter is being like this to me right now. Twitter is trying to control my notifications. How dare they? You can DM it to me as well. My DMs are open. You can do that as well. Any way you can do it to get it to me, we will do that. I'll just search for it too, the Brady clip. Brady. You know what, guys? What I just realized? I had made a like music to play in the background during this whole thing. I have not played it once. Do you guys want me to play the music? I mean, we have 10 minutes until I hop off here, but like, I'll still play the music after this Patrick Mahomes. It's on PFF, right? Chat, it's on PFF. Is it the PFF clip? God, I need 40 on this sucker. PFF, someone confirm. Ooh, of hot sauces. After the PFF clip, I will play music. This looks goofy. It's like cut off. I don't know why. Hang on. Oh, that's why. That is what? Okay, here we go. This is from PFF. Patrick has proven it now longer than those guys, and then he has to perform in the bet. What the? Did I just have a stroke? Chat, did I just have a stroke? Patrick has proven it now longer than those guys have that he performs his best in the biggest moments with the most on the line. 45-second clip here from Tom Brady talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick has proven it now longer than those guys have that he performs his best in the biggest moments with the most on the line.
But it has been the era of Patrick Mahomes here for a little while.
Yeah.
What has set him apart to win those games?
He, in all the games that I've watched him play, he's just a tremendous field general. And he's got a great ability to, when the teammates get in the huddle with him, they have a belief in him that I think is greater than the belief that the other players have in their quarterbacks. And not to say that they don't have, I mean, Josh Allen, his teammates believe in him exponentially. Lamar, the same way. Joe Burrow, the same way. It's just Patrick has proven it now longer than those guys have that he performs his best in the biggest moments with the most on the line. Patrick has proven it now longer than those guys
Patriots fans are sick. Is Tom Brady the biggest Patrick Mahomes fan there is? Some are asking. Some are asking if that's the case. Some are asking if that's the case. All right, do you guys want me to play the music that I had planned to play in the background the whole entire time, but I had forgotten until 8 minutes left? All right, here we go. I went and I cultivated these tracks specifically thinking of you guys. Let me know if that's too loud, too quiet, if you can hear it. But I wanted to have a nice vibe while we're hanging out here talking Chiefs. What? Talking football? What? Talking Chapel Bill? But Chapel Bill looked rough last night, folks. Speaking of Chapel Bill, I want to show you guys this. If you don't know, Bill Belichick is the head football coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. I don't know if you guys know that. He's the head football coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. They opened up their season last night with the TCU Horned Frogs. And the Horned Frogs got after him. Folks, the Horned Frogs got after him on the field. And boy, howdy. They got on him off the field as well. Matt and I both big Horned Frogs guys back in the Max Duggan days and the Quentin Johnston when he could catch a football days. Huge Horned Frogs guys. So if you don't know, there was a lot of talk going into this game about Bill Belichick. What is this team going to look like? UNC, 70 new players on UNC's team. That's insane. That's so many new guys. How is this all going to work? Spoiler alert. It didn't. TCU came out there and put it to him. Put it to old Chapel Bill. Put it to him, and they gave it to him on Twitter as well. This is the official Twitter account of the 2022 College Football Playoff Semifinal Fiesta Bowl champions and DFW's Big 12 football team. The hashtag Go Frogs, hashtag Bleed Purple, hashtag Horny Frogs. TCU winning 48-14 last night. Gave them hell. Riff Ram Bazoo, Liggity Liggity Zoo Zoo, Zoo Wah Wah Zoo, give them hell TCU. They're actually playing UNC next in Dublin, which is kind of fun. So, you have all these tweets here, but we get late into the night. They're out here, quote, tweeting receipts, guys. They are quoting... JJ Watt, we put all allegiances aside. Carolina Blue has to be 1-1 on the draft board when it comes to college color. Andy Dalton. Remember that guy? Andy Dalton? Remember him? I remember him. I remember Andy Dalton. I gotta fix this. This looks weird. Hang on, guys. That's better. That's better. Opta Stats retweet. The real LT at Pro Football Hall of Fame? Sheesh. Great video from them here about the Bill Belichick thing. Retweeting the Hypnotoad. Colin Coward wasn't really sure what to expect from Chapel Bill, but after that drive, I have him as the second best college coach I've seen, just below Nick Saban. This was after the first drive. The tweets that we got after one drive of the Bill Belichick era, legitimately hilarious. And TCU was clearly bookmarking. If Matt Patricia has Arch Manning in hell, what do we think Bill Belichick will do to the poor kid at TCU? I guess we'll never know. Insane. This is Kip Bayless. TCU is about to get blown out. Too much MJLT. About to get mossed. Also, shout out Desmond Howard on the program, on the pregame program. Only one to pick TCU. And I was kind of with him there. Like, TCU was like a legit football team. They won 9 games last year. And they returned their quarterback and returned 9 guys on each side of the ball. Starters, I should say. 9 starters on each side of the ball. UNC tweeting out about their Hulu showcase this fall coming out. When does episode 1 come out? TCU football wants to know. Incredible. Jackie says college program Twitters are so cringe to me. I think this is fun. I think TCU does a good job at it. I think TCU does a really good job. Babe, wake up. Bill Belichick coaches college football today. Babe, go back to sleep. Sonny Dykes. We love a good that. And they were really good at these videos here. We'll watch this. We'll close the show after this, but we'll watch this. I gotta turn my music off. Hang on. Whoa. TCU does these videos after they win, and they make fun of like the other team, right? They're a lot. All right, they're a lot. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. It's a lot to take in. Here's their first edition of this after beating UNC 48-14.
There are questions about how original is this whistle.
Pretty well preserved for somebody that survived the 80s.
I think you guys should come.
Applause.
When y'all gonna learn to leave me alone?
No. That's my dog show.
Yep.
That's my dog. That's my dog show.
The ceiling is the
There are questions about
Frogs win. Those frogs win. Folks, thank you so much for joining me on the maiden voyage of KCSN Live. I'll be back here tomorrow. We'll be hanging out. We'll be talking more football. Didn't quite get to the border war. We'll talk about that plenty this week. Plenty to talk about. If you want to join us for the border war, go check us out. Link in the description. We are doing a watch party for the border war as well. It's a college football watch party. We're going to be watching the game starting at 1 o'clock, and then we will be going until the end of the Missouri-Kansas game. Probably have a post-game show, I think. I'm thinking Matt Miller and I are going to be doing a post-game show on the Missouri Tigers side of things, live from Holiday Distillery. If you want to come hang out with Matt Miller, myself, BJ Kissel, and possibly you, click the link in the description. It's a watch party that we are going to be holding to watch college football. One of my favorite watch parties that we do is just a college football watch party. We got games on all the TVs. We're watching all kinds of ball. It is my absolute favorite. So we really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me here. Gotta get my soundboard right. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be talking some more ball. Lily will be here tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow.